Alright, I'm going to show you how to find Sky the Cat to unlock Egemen's shop. You're going to need a rope, a shovel, and a crowbar, dash or thrash, a bow or some spells, food and potions, and then I would also recommend to bring 50 gold for the bridge troll. We have to make our way to Garadum, but it's a pretty long run, so I'm going to split this up into two different maps. Let's head to the Caravan, and I'll update you from there. So I'm just gonna leave the bank here and start heading southeast until I get to the rope shortcut. Just hit the rope shortcut and keep going southeast up the ramp and just go south into the caravan. Alright, now that we've made it to the caravan, here's the route for the rest of the way we're gonna run. Just make note of where the bridge troll's at so you don't get a little caught off guard when you get there. Just keep running through the caravan to the southeast corner so we can exit out the back. Now we're going to cross the river using this bridge to the east. Just keep running a little southeast to the cathedral here, and we're going to take the alleyway that's closest to us. Once we get down these stairs, we're going to follow the path to the west. Once we've entered the garden, we're going to cut across to the southeast through it. Run through this bandit camp to the east, and then we're going to cross the bridge. Then we're just going to keep following this road here to the east until we reach the bridge troll. It's time to get ready to pay the troll toll, so just run past these cave spiders and click on them to talk to him. Click his first option and say yes so you can get across quickly. Follow the path to the south and it'll basically take us to the entrance, and then I'll show you another map of what we're about to do. Keep following the bridge until you reach a grouping of signs. Here's our map of the key locations we're going to be going to this quest. The city has a lot of verticality and a lot of overlapping, so it's kind of hard to draw a route. So we're going to head east at this junction into Egemen's Forge and then talk to him for a quest. He's going to ask you to check on his brother and tell him yes. Now let's head west down the grand staircase. So there's two ways to get to Egemen's brother, and you can either go through the front of the boiler room at the bottom of the staircase, and you'll have to fight past a bunch of slimes. This I would probably recommend to have a group with, unless you're decently strong. I'm gonna go ahead and take this shortcut over here though into the market, and just on the other side we can go down into this tunnel, and there's going to be a rope shortcut. This takes us straight to Engin. There's usually two slimes sitting here that will duplicate into six, so you got to be pretty ready to talk to Engin if that's the case. But there's nothing here right now, so we can ask him about Egemen, and then we're going to run through to the front of the boiler room. I feel like running past all these slimes here is really not that big of a deal, because as they're getting summoned in, they don't really attack you. So you kind of just take a couple attacks. If you've got potions with you, just sip on those and you should be fine. Once we're out of the boiler room, we're going to make our way back to Egemen's Forge because that's where the secret path starts to find Sky. The pathway is going to start off to the left of this staircase. It's kind of easy to walk past. I did right there. So just dash over to the corner across from you and make sure you're looking at your feet. The walkway ends here and goes into lava, so make sure you don't hit that. And you see there's this tiny hole next to us, so that's what we're going to line ourselves up with. And then we're going to dash to this rock in front of us. This is pretty much where you want your food and potions for. Feel free to wait in a regen or just drink a potion if you want to go through faster like me. The next place we're going to dash to is through this little lava waterfall, and there's going to be a cave back here for us to go into. So up the stairs and down to the other side for us. This next jump is going to require us to take lava damage. It does 100 damage per tick, so make sure you cast your dash to this next rock quickly. So just heal up, and then we're going to jump to the rock that's diagonal of us here. Off into the wall, there's a little tunnel you can dig in. It's a little bit finicky to click sometimes, so I take a couple tries. And then now here is the lava snoop. So this guy can knock you back into the lava, so we need to get rid of him. We're going to do that by just tagging him with a bow, and he's going to come to us, and we're going to back up in this corner here so he can't really hit us. You can still melee him, and he's not going to attack you back from here. Now that the pesky little snoop is gone, let's go ahead and dash over to this next rock. This is going to be the last place we have to dash to, just straight north, and then we can take another dig spot, and we'll be right here at Sky. You don't have to say anything special, just click on the cat and let's get out of here. There's a little rope shortcut in between these two rocks we can hit. Then just run around the other side of this area, and there's going to be one more, and then we can just run back into the city from the front entrance. Alright, now we're going to make our way back to Engin and let him know that we found Sky. After leaving the boiler room, let's head back to Egemen and let him know that we helped his brother out so we can unlock that shop. Upon quest completion, Egemen's also going to give you a couple crystals that you can sell to a gem trader, and I'll show you where that's at after this. Okay, let's make our way to the gem trader for our quick little 400 gold. So we're going to take a left into the housing district here, and then we're going to follow the staircases down as far as we can go. Then we're going to get on this ledge and keep following it west. So this cave troll isn't usually here. We're going to keep going west, but it freaked me out and I kind of lost track of where I was going. The gem trader is just going to be above this ladder here. The garnet is what you get from the quest, and then this guy also sells a couple of really good necklaces.